Hey to all the fans out there, welcome to a new series that I'm working on. In addition to my many hobbies of dice making, gaming, and miniature painting, I'm going to be introducing you to a new series that I'm working on, which is going to be revolving around my Lego collecting. So this is something I've been interested in for several years now, and although I'm mostly an in-box collector, I have been dabbling with doing some assemblies, and most recently my interest has been into the enthusiasm of MOCs, which is my own creation. Now I myself am not a MOC builder, but there are a lot of fabulous MOCs out there that the Lego community has created, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my top 3 right now that I've found that I think would be a great way to introduce some new folks to the world of MOC building, and they also are kind of a play on some sets that have recently been released that have a pretty good price tag on them. But if you're willing to put in a little extra work to hunt down pieces or snag some other sets, you can recreate some really amazing Lego sets in a different form for a little less money and get yourself a really nice display piece for your collection. So let's get started, and I'll show you some of my favorites over on the ReBrickable site. Now, one of the fantastic things about MOC builds is that you don't necessarily have to buy a set in order to create a set in a theme that you enjoy. Like, I myself am a big Star Wars collector, as you can see from my collection behind me, but just because it's not a Star Wars set does not mean it can't become a Star Wars set when you are looking to do MOC builds. And so one of the ones that I have found most recently uses this Tales of the Space Age set to recreate some iconic Star Wars scenes that you can then display as really small yet fun pieces for your collection. So the first one that I'd like to introduce you to is this MOC of Wars of the Star Age, which is done by Joel Short. You can pick up the instructions on how to create this set from this set, and I do think it takes a few additional pieces that are not included. Some MOCs, all of the set pieces from a set are used 100% to recreate. Sometimes you need a few extra pieces, but this will get you a good portion of the way there, and then with a few extra pieces you can recreate these iconic scenes from Star Wars using a set that's not necessarily in the Star Wars theme. So this is my number 3 right now on my favorite MOC builds. Again, you can find this over on ReBrickable, and I will put the links down to the instructions down below. Now, some of these will require you to purchase the instructions from the designer. This one in particular is free. Now, this next MOC that I'm going to show you does not have a specific set that you can buy in order to create this. This is the mini Rivendell, which is one of my favorite sets out right now. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. This is a beautiful set. It does come with a fairly hefty piece count and a price tag to go along with it. So if this is a set that is a little outside of your budget, with a little bit of piece hunting, you could recreate a miniature version for a fraction of the price that looks just as beautiful, gives you the iconic scene from Lord of the Rings, and it's a much easier piece to display if you're a little shy on space. Now, this particular MOC done by christromans does have a cost associated to get the instructions, but it looks like for €6.50 or €6.50, you can pick it up, snag the pieces, and recreate the set. Now, the nice thing about using ReBrickable in order to source out the pieces for your MOCs is that it will give you an inventory, a checklist that you can use to go to your local store and do the pick-a-brick, or if you have an independent store that has bulk bricks, you've got a way to start going around and collecting all those pieces. You can also upload that list to a site like Bricklink, and then you can source them through online vendors that have what you need. So another great resource in which to recreate really amazing sets from Lego by using other fantastic creators in the community that have recreated iconic sets that allow you to save space and save yourself a little bit of change too. And now my number 1 favorite MOC set that I've come across is this Dungeons and Dragons concept If you've seen the new Dungeons & Dragons, the Red Dragon's Tale set that released earlier this year, it is a phenomenal set for the Dungeons & Dragons enthusiast. It is a bit hefty of a price tag, and it does have a pretty high piece count, which means it's going to be a sizable piece that you'll be needing to display. But if you're wanting to get that iconic look without breaking the bank, you can snag yourself this 3-in-1 medieval creator set, which runs about $100, give or take if you get it on the secondhand market or directly from Lego right now. You still can, this hasn't been retired, but this set here, you can pick it up and it will have all the pieces that you need in order to create this MOC, which was done by MIJbricks. The instructions are free, so you can download the instructions at no additional cost. Snag yourself the 3-in-1 medieval castle creator set, and you will have all the pieces that you need in order to create a smaller, less expensive version of the Dungeons & Dragons Red Dragon Tale set. So this will not have any minifigures included. I do not believe this will be minifigure scale like the actual Dungeons & Dragons set is if you're looking to maybe use it in a D&D campaign, but it does have the similar look with the dragon, and I think it's a really great way to get that look and that feel of a Dungeons & Dragons vibe without having to do quite the investment and buy the actual set. So anyways, thank you for joining me on this quick little video. I'm looking to do more Lego content down the road, so if this is something that you're interested in, if you have other MOCs that you would like me to look at or some themes that we could look at, I am happy to do more videos, but I find it's a really great way to kind of get out into the Lego community and see what is out there. I've done some other investing from BrickLink with the designer program, and I will have the general store set coming in here in the next month when those ship, so I will also do a video on that. But thanks for joining me. If you want to see more, you can come over and visit my Twitch stream, as well as the content I do over on TikTok. All of those links will be down below. Thanks again.